Most heavily guarded places on Earth. Number 1, Cheyenne Mountain Complex. Getting going, we have the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. It is situated in Colorado and has a profound history as a headquarters in the 1950s during the Virus War. It was as of now where the danger of Soviet bombings were high, so legitimate moves should have been made altogether with the goal that everything was protected, which is the reason it was worked within a whole mountain. While it might appear to be a pointless success, it unquestionably takes care of business. From that point forward, its utilization has declined significantly, as yet being kept up by the Air Force yet at a much lower work. It's odd to see a particularly colossal development not being utilized a lot, and it makes you keep thinking about whether it at any point will be noticeable once more. Number 2, Fort Knox. Presently, what amount of gold would we say we are discussing? Pretty much 147 million ounces of gold, or around $10 billion of gold. It bodes well for a particularly significant reserve to be monitored in an Army installation, everything being equal. You unquestionably wouldn't have any desire to hope for the best here, that is without a doubt. Number 3, Haven Company. Progressing forward, we have Haven Company, a fairly incomprehensible yet exceptionally intriguing story. The possibility of Haven Company was basically where you could utilize their workers to have pretty much anything. For instance, if online gambling clubs were prohibited in your country, you would have the option to experience Haven Company to sidestep a few limitations. It functioned as such an escape clause. The solitary substance prohibited were things of extremely vindictive nature, for example, utilizing it to hack. This spot, because so monitored, is on the grounds that it really has its own nation, Sealand. It was this design that was worked out of the ocean with its fundamental objective to contain the workers to Haven Company since 2000. Its objectives have changed a considerable amount and principally offer cold stockpiling of encryption keys or information, rather than facilitating. It sure was a wacky thought, and it isn't unexpected that it sprung up in the manner that it did. Most likely gratitude to drop culture, advanced book burnings and the fanatic assaults on free discourse, it is set to flourish in the current political environment. If you like what you see, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Number 4, the Korean Demilitarized Zone. Presently we have the Korean Demilitarized Zone, otherwise called the DMZ. The DMZ is an extremely extended length of land that cuts directly across and separates Korea into its northern and southern parts. It is a 250 kilometers long and 4 kilometers wide way that is continually under watch. The line is shut in along these lines. It implies that nobody is permitted to cross. It is so vigorously monitored indeed that losses have happened on one or the flip side by individuals attempting to cross. The best way to get from North to South Korea, or the other way around, is travel to a discontinuous country, for example, Russia, and afterward go to your ideal objective. It's a disgrace that pressures are so intense, however ideally there is a more promising time to come where it could be protected to cross. Number 5, Air Force One. Flying Corps 1 is an exceptional case. While you may believe it's the name of an Army installation, it is truth be told the name of a plane. To be more explicit, it's the President's plane. The President must have the option to fly whenever, so obviously he will have his own private plane. It is vital that nobody messes with this plane, so it is on lockdown consistently, but to those looking after it. With payload as valuable as the President, individuals must be extra cautious so everything runs easily. The plane likewise has many fascinating highlights. It can refuel noticeable all around, has guards against EMPs, and can even capacity as a base of operations if fundamental. Furthermore, it has a lot of spots to get ready food and a working room with a full-time specialist. It sure is the preeminent method of movement to go to pretty much any green on the planet.